People ask me all the time, hey Cooley, what's your favorite car you've driven lately? That is a surprisingly tough question, because to me, a great car is one that succeeds at what it set out to do, not win some industry-wide popularity contest. I'm Brian Cooley with my top 5 favorite cars I've driven in the first half of 2013, based on that essential litmus test. Number 5, the Mazda 6, the new one. Let's give the Miata a rest for a minute and shine some light on this all-new 6. It went from 0 to 60 in terms of styling, inside and out. It was once one of the dopiest looking cars in its class. Now it's about the most handsome and possibly most comfortable. The Sky Active engine technology is very smart, but a little hard to explain to consumers in less than a half an hour. And it's not a standout as a sporting car. But I'll tell you what, I think I would drive past a slew of Toyota and Honda dealers if I was in the market for a mid-sized sedan. This guy's worth a look. Number 4, the BMW 750 Li. We're raising the price here a bit. I love the 750 because it's a big car that gets smaller when you press it. At one moment, it's this big pompous, opulent thing that says, I make more money in the time it takes you to key this car than you'll make all day. And then it turns into this quick, nimble road machine at a moment's notice, and then back again. The styling has been sexier and the price lower, but the long wheelbase 750 is really a car for all seasons. Number 3, the new Beetle Cabrio. I'm a big enough man to admit I love this new Beetle? I've lost track. The ragtop, no less. I was expecting a disaster like the VW EOS, but instead I found a really nice driving car with real drivable power, great audio, a convertible top that makes you laugh at the weather, and the styling the new Beetle should have had from the beginning. It's a fun car without being silly. VW's cabin tech remains nothing to write home about, but the coming iBeetle version from VW and Apple should change that. Number 2, the Subaru BRZ. The BRZ is a simple proposition. It's meant to zip along twisty roads, making a great noise, hanging its little rump out once in a while, and inviting you to use all of its oomph, which isn't much at 200 horse and 151 foot-pounds of torque. But that's what sports cars are all about, being a little bit less so you connect with the road a little bit more. The cabin of the BRZ has none of the charm of classic sports cars, and if you're over 30, everyone will think you're borrowing your kid's car when you drive by. But for 25 grand or so, you'll have enough left over to buy a Mazda 6 as well. But my number 1 favorite car so far in 2013 is the head-turning Cadillac ATS. Cadillac has for a while had this inferiority complex about the Europeans, really the Germans. It's a neurosis recent caddies have been healing, but they've never been quite able to wash off the stink of the Tommy Bahama set. The ATS does it. It's the first really honest, original Cadillac in a long time, completing this path of redemption they started back in 1999. It doesn't just exist as a comparison to something from Germany that it's almost as good as. Q is one of the most promising cabin tech platforms out there. 2 of the 3 engines they offer on this car are modern and very cool, and Cadillac has finally dialed down that creased and chromed look to great effect. I can live without the driver's seat that vibrates these nonsensical warnings to your butt, but in general, Cadillac can stop seeing its shrink. To stay on top of all my new favorite high-tech cars, check out CNET on Cars at cnetoncars.com. I'm Brian Cooley. Thanks for watching.